It's been 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, maybe the first time I ever tried one of these. And I have to tell you, I'm not a scone, I've told you this, I'm not a scone person. Because every scone, even when you go to the best bakeries, they always seem very dry to me. Then I had yours, which are basically half scone, half biscuit. There's where the Biscone comes in because of the layers that are inside here. And I had that butterscotch. That is, to me, one of the most incredible breakfast scones you will ever have in your life. It is delicious. Now you get an 8-pack of these, and we have your choice of flavors. They come in that butterscotch pecan. They come in the blueberry. They come in the raisin. They come in the cheddar and chive. They also come in the cranberry. And am I missing one? Is it cinnamon? Is that the other one?
Cinnamon.
All right, so you get 8 of these. These, I would challenge anybody to go to any 5-star bakery. I mean, the day that they're baking them, and tell me that they're even close to the flavor that you get with these. These are awesome.
Unbelievable. And actually, as I'm sitting here pulling them apart, the smells are just going
right here.
I mean, the butterscotch is really great. And then the cinnamon, you've actually got that cinnamon all the way throughout. You've got that sugar right on top just to give it that perfect sweetness. What I love about the Biscone is that, you know, you may say, what is a Biscone? It's a hybrid between a biscuit and a scone. So if you're a person who's ever had a scone before, you know you could drink a whole entire cup or two of coffee and it's so dry and hard that you're trying to get through it. With this, the reason we mixed it with a biscuit is so that it's going to give you that flaky texture instead of that hard as a rock texture. And this really shows off that flaky texture well. This is our chive, our cheddar chive, which actually is a savory. So this is one of our savories. So you've got to decide. That's like a biscuit you would have with a dinner. That would be great. You could make a sandwich out of that. This is what I did with it. I did the other day, I had a cheddar chive with my egg. And so you just put an egg on top of it and you go crazy. Now, you have choices of different flavors that you want, as you were just saying. So let's go through that. So you're gonna get an 8-pack. They're already pre-baked. All you have to do is warm them. I highly suggest putting them in the oven or like a toaster oven just to get them nice and toasty. You can choose butterscotch. So you can get an 8-pack of butterscotch, which is this one right here. So you're gonna have all that butterscotch all throughout. You're gonna have an 8-pack of our raisin, which please understand, they are loaded with raisins. They are so delicious. You can see that. You can get an 8-pack of our cinnamon, which again is loaded with cinnamon, and it's gonna have that nice sugar top. Then you could choose an 8-pack of the blueberry, and the blueberries have whole blueberries throughout them, so we're gonna look at that in a second. On the end, I have cheddar chive, which again is our only savory. That's the one that I use with soups and stews. And right now it's finally starting to get cold out there, so maybe you're gonna start making your favorite potato soup or your beef stew or something like that. Cheddar chive goes perfect with that. And the last choice is the white chocolate cranberry. And so this one is very similar to our white chocolate cranberry cookie.
That's the one I have in my hand, and I just want you to take a look at it, and I'll hold it for you, and I'll kind of move it around for you, but here it is, right? And you see how, you can see the top, you see how soft it is. Look at the bottom too, because what I want you to see, this almost has the texture of like a croissant, that kind of the crust on the bottom. When you open this up, okay, and you look inside, you can see, notice it doesn't fall apart like a regular scone does. If you look inside, you can see the layers of the dough inside. See how it flakes like a croissant does? It doesn't fall apart. It doesn't crumble to pieces in your hand. It mushes like that. See how it stays like that? Look it. It is absolutely amazing. And the flavor of this dough inside is so soft. Yeah, you could just pull it. But yet when you eat it, it has that taste of what you love about a scone. You know, so that nice flavor, but it's not dense like a scone is. So here's what I was talking about with the blueberries. So when you get into the blueberries, see how there's like whole blueberries in there? That's what we keep throughout our blueberry. And again, just like Guy was saying, you could see how flaky it is. It's almost got that texture. Yeah, it is like, that's why we're calling them Biscones. It's a biscuit meets a scone. So you're gonna get that nice crisp outside, and you're gonna get all those whole ingredients that we put throughout. It is the perfect treat for breakfast. You know, I like eating them sometimes later in the day as a nice little snack in the afternoon. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you need a cup of coffee and you wanna have something to go along with it, it's perfect for that. They're indulgent. in the best way, because you really, this gives you that satisfied feeling like you've really had something that's homemade, something that's baked, something like from a, you know, I always think of like going, you know, in New York and you go to have a great bagel.
Absolutely.
You know, this is that kind of taste. I only have a couple of thousand to go around. If you want to get it, it's only a $20 bill. They dropped the price, $5 for the show. Get it home, you're going to love it. It is a huge customer pick on hsn.com. Heat them up, warm it up. They're absolutely delicious. They're what they elevate any meal. So if you're having a breakfast and you want to add something to the breakfast other than just plain old donuts all the time, plus these are not sugary at all. They're a perfect amount of sweetness.
I like you said that.
Well, they're not, because in the morning a lot of people don't eat donuts because they're like, way too sugary.
You don't want that overfill.
No. You won't feel that feeling. Hey, let's go to our phones. We're going to say hi to Charles. Charles is in New York, and Charles also bought the Grand Deluxe. Welcome, Charles.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for waiting for us, my friend. Hey, have you had David's cookies before, Charles?
No, this is the first time. I've seen them advertised, and they look very delicious.
You're gonna absolutely freak out. Here's what you got coming your way, Charles. And like I said, you're from New York, so you probably appreciate a good cookie, because all good things come from New York. We know that. We love all the great foods that are up there. But anyway, you'll love them because you get a great variety as well, Charles. So whether it's for you, family, whatever, everybody will love it.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure, my friend.
I got 2 orders, one from each one of my daughters. I can take them to work. One's a teacher and the other's a director in a big nursery home.
They're going to love it.
Smart.
Oh, great.
Very good idea.
That'll be a great way to brighten their days as well, Charles. Thanks for calling.
Well, it's 11 degrees. I hope it's warmer there.
55 when I woke up. It was 54 when we woke up.
We can't complain when you're in the 12th.
It's a little cold for Florida, but not as bad as what you guys are going through. But thanks again, Charles.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, buddy. So he got him for his daughters.
Very nice.
That's a great gift.
But see, that's the thing. David's always makes a great gift, and everyone knows who David's is. And if they don't, once you introduce them to David's, they're going to expect it from you.
I know.
But you know, these come in a beautiful box just like this, so they're actually going to be wrapped nicely. When you get inside, it's going to actually have the foil inside. It's going to have 8 of them placed inside and wrapped. So again, same thing as before. You can go ahead and place these into the freezer if you're not going to use them right away, and then just go ahead and use one at a time. But here we go. The thing about David's that I want you to remember.
Cheddar chive is going to sell out first if you want it, okay?
The thing about David's I want you to remember, everything by hand. You see how we're actually doing the sugar top up by hand. We actually are painting on the butter by hand. We make sure that you're getting that high quality gourmet experience that you expect, that you would go to a bakery in New York and pay $4 for something.
Sure.
But instead of paying $4, we're going to get it for you. You're going to get 8 Biscones for the $19.99. So we're totally going to give you a value, and we're going to give you all that exceptional quality.
You know, our friend Charles was just from New York, and we were saying, you know, if you went in Manhattan somewhere downtown and you picked up a scone and a cup of coffee, you'd probably be paying $10.
Oh, sure.
All right, easily. So, and for the scone alone, you'd probably spend anywhere between, well, in New York, you'd probably spend $4 or $5 on a scone. Yeah, sure. A homemade scone. So I want you to think, when you get 8 of these, that's $40 or $50 you would have to spend, or it's a $20 bill. And let me tell you, these are even better because you're going to pop these in the oven for just a few minutes. You don't have to put them on high. Put them on, like, 300 and just let them warm up. Just warm up. And you're going to wrap it in a little paper towel, and you're going to bring that with you in the car, give it to the kids. And let me tell you, your kids will love these. And you don't have that guilt about, giving your kids a breakfast pastry in the morning that, that you have to put sugar on top to make them eat. You don't have to do that with these. They will love them. My favorite is the butterscotch also. And then I think I love the cinnamon, followed by that cheddar and chive. You put a little butter on that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Or you do that. You know what's great with cheddar and chive? Like if you're doing like chili, or if you're doing a soup for dinner and you need something substantial with it.
Here's what you can do. Look how we actually sliced these, so you can put these out actually as like an hors d'oeuvre or an opening starter for when you're having people over for dinner or maybe a lunch. All you have to do is slice it up, so then 1 Biscone goes a long way. So you're getting 8 of these again, and I always want you to think, any Biscone, anywhere you go, even if it's not really a great coffee shop, you're still spending money for them. Go ahead and take your money and get yourself the high quality that David's can give you.
The best.
And the hardest part, I think, is just choosing which flavor to try.
And if you are going for the cheddar and chive, I have 100 of those remaining. So if you want to pick those up, those are the only savory ones. And then besides that, as we said, we got the raisin, the cranberry, white chocolate. We have the butterscotch, pecan, blueberry. We've got these for you, and you're going to absolutely love them. And remember, you can pop them in the freezer too. If you want to keep them for a while.
Absolutely, keep them in the freezer. They're good for 6 months, and then you just pull them out as you need them. That's what I do.
First time back since last February, so if you want them, get them while we've got them, because they're going to go very quick at less than a $20 bill. Is that it for you?
That's it for me this
morning. All right, well, you saved me some stuff. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to take a visit.